Heck yeah, you can cook, and today you are going to be making a dish with chicken. Alright, chicken breast, it's going to be bacon stuffed. Doesn't that sound good? That's just bacon stuffed chicken breast. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? We're going to be stuffing with some turkey bacon we have here. This is pre-cooked. And let's go through the ingredients, and then we'll move everything closer. This is kind of a labor-intensive one. I want to show you exactly how we chop the kale. I want to exactly show you how we do some things. So let's just go through our ingredients. I have over here 4 chicken breasts. These are split chicken breasts. I have cut 2 of them in half. I find that it's just too big of a serving size nowadays. Unless you can find smaller chicken breasts that are split chicken breasts, they're huge. And they can feed 2 or 3 people. So I cut them in half very carefully using a very sharp knife. This happens to be a Cutco knife. Make sure your knife is very sharp and literally cut them down in half. You'll feel a bone, and just be careful because when you do this, the bone right here gets very sharp in the hammering process, all right? You want the skin on because there are going to be some things that you're going to be doing with the skin and rubbing in some spices and working the bacon under the skin as well. All right, like I said, I've got about 5 or 6 pieces here of turkey bacon. We'll break them up and make them fit as they need to be. These are left over from breakfast this morning. We're going to have some carrots. I've already sliced one of the carrots. I want to show you the thickness that you're going to need in this, okay? We're going to have some kale. Now, I have been using La Ciento kale, but not been happy with the quality lately, so I've gone to regular kale. This is more easily, readily available in the grocer than the black cabbage, as I like to call it. I have got some good old apple cider vinegar. I don't know why I had that turned around. Apple cider vinegar right here. I have some honey. Notice I didn't measure these out. Once again, as we talked about, sometimes we have a feel thing. Same thing for the rosemary leaves. We're going to work some rosemary leaves under the skin. You can use fresh here. I like to use dry or fresh. I just find that sometimes fresh can get cost prohibitive unless you're growing the plants, which I need to do. I used to do outside. I'm using one of my favorite rubs. Now, once again, you can make your own rub. This is a Western style barbecue rub is what you're looking for. This one's called Cowboy. It's by Weber. You can get it at Sam's Club or Walmart or any of those grocers. The Weber Grill brand, if you will, this is the Cowboy rub. I believe it is mostly chili powder, chili pepper, paprika, dried garlic, cocoa, red pepper. All these things you can take out of your cabinet and add, or you can just buy it. So I find it easy just to buy. And I have set aside 3 tablespoons of this right here. We may not use it all. We may need more. That's why I have it out. We got a little bit of salt, and that is mostly for the vegetables that are going to go with it. This does contain sea salt, and so you don't want to oversalt the chicken. I have regular olive oil. This is not extra virgin. This is mostly for baking and frying. I like to use this one here as the rub so it doesn't have to interact or add any extra flavors to the chicken. Now, I'm going to pause here. We're going to get a close-up of the actual creating of the dish. You may have heard in the background, we're going to be doing the oven at 375 degrees for this dish preheating. You may have heard it binging behind me. This is a good time to go ahead and set your oven 375 for this dish if you do have. First part we're going to show you here, everybody, is how to make the kale work. Kale is a wonderful vegetable, but as you see, it has a very long stem in it. And you got to take that out. So I just cut each one of these. Have this left. Work it through. Cut it in thirds. If you can push the stem in, I leave it. This chicken will bake, roast for a little bit of time. Take the end off that no one's ever going to eat. I'll put it right in the garbage disposal there. And then thirds. Add to the dish. Pretty simple. Have your dish nearby. This does take a little bit of time. But I will tell you that once you get rolling with it, it doesn't take long at all. As I'm finishing up, I do know kale gets a bad reputation. That piece just has too much damage. And unrightfully so. It does bake very well. It does add flavor and color. And it is extremely healthy for you. I think we try to make it like thickness. We're going to use 2 carrots in this dish. And you're looking for about a 1/4 inch thickness. You don't want much more than that. okay, a 1/4 inch thickness on there, maybe a little less. You want the carrots to come out unlike they do from a can, with a little bit of, they would say with pasta al dente, just a little firm. I used to add potatoes to this, but I found that this didn't work very well with a split chicken breast, but carrots do. And so when you're making this would serve well with a baked potato, maybe a sweet potato, maybe some French fries, something of that nature would go well with this dish. Or you could just serve it as is and use the carrots as the main starch. Your choice. Now, I don't know why I put those in there. I was showing you as a demonstration. We're going to add the carrots into this dish at this time. Now here comes the fun part. Notice I have 2 cutting boards. I do like to keep my cutting boards separate. I do have a marble cutting board that's easy to clean for my meat. I will work on top of the wooden one here just for demonstration purposes, but I never cut on this board with any meat because the wood is porous. Alright, so just a little safety tip. You see you got this chicken here, and the skin right here. And what you're going to be doing here is I bend this bacon. This bacon is not fully crispy cooked. That's one thing I like about using turkey bacon. Please feel free to use your regular bacon. That's kind of work some of that on your skin right here. Alright, leftover piece. That looks like snack time to me. And now you're going to take some of this rosemary and add it to the same areas where you put that bacon. I like rosemary. As you notice, we're not any rub that you like. Red rub, I guess. Rub it right in. Remember, there's always 2 sides of the meat. Got that in. We're going to turn that over, skin side up, and place it right on the kale. Kind of nestle it into the kale and the carrots. See all the colors popping, the reds, the oranges, looking really well together. All right. Now, anytime you're handling chicken, probably before you go to anything else, you need to wash it over. I'll move my cutting board back. And set the dish so I can work on here in the middle. And now we're going to add just a few ingredients to kind of do a little sweet, do a little tart. So first I drizzle on some vinegar. Once again, I can't. For some reason I was holding my breath while I did that. That's optional. You don't have to hold your breath while you're drizzling that over. Maybe that's a drizzle habit. And drizzle some honey on top of that. Take you some salt and add it around the dish. And then the olive oil. This will help the skin crisp. Make sure with the olive oil as well, you're going to go into the vegetables or into the kale. I'll do a little bit of the drizzle on there. You prepped. Now it's time to probe. We're going to put our thermometer probe into one of the deeper pieces here. Like this one right here, up under the skin. We're going to set it to 165. We'll put it in the oven, come back, show you what it looks like, and hope you enjoyed. Well, the thermometer is reading 165, so our chicken is finished. You know, the bacon darkened under the skin, that's what you're looking for. Pull the probe out. You want to stir these greens to hydrate them back. A little crispy on top just a little bit. That bacon's under. Again, a little secret to get the kale back hydrated. We're going to let this sit for about 15 minutes. There you have it. Bacon wrapped, bacon stuffed chicken breast with kale and carrots and a spicy rub. Hope you enjoyed. Once again, if you see it's a little blackened right there, that's pretty normal so that bacon interacted with it. But this chicken comes out delicious. Hope everybody enjoys it. And thank you. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and join us on our Facebook group. And we hope everyone has a wonderful day.